Hello, everybody. So this is going to be a quick live stream, and I'm actually not going to wait for a lot of people to join me. Hopefully, you guys can watch later on. Like I said, it's just going to be a quick live stream because I found a video and it's shocking. Okay, and obviously, according to this title, it was because I saw that video that actually made me schedule this live stream really quick because I don't want it to take over the live stream I've got at 7 o'clock. So you guys all know all that has been happening in regards to the case of Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. It's been ongoing, okay? It's actually been ongoing and it's dragged to an extent that everybody and anybody all have one thing or two to say, okay? And also you we believe that in any country when a crime has been committed, it's down to the police to investigate it. And we all know this. If you're somebody who live in diaspora, you will know that even if there was any crime that has been committed against anybody, the police will still come out saying what if you have any information, there's a number that you can report if you have any vital information. In fact, if you have a doorbell camera and you think your camera might have recorded something, there's a way you can reach out to the police to submit it and anonymously, all of these things. So it's so sad that, like I've always said, that we don't have a justice system in Nigeria. No justice system in Nigeria whatsoever. Tell me how the case of Mohbad, it's been 3 years, if I'm not mistaken now, or almost 3 years that it's gone. There's been back and forth with the cases. Lots of people have made commentaries, and for me, I've actually, like I said, I was not following this case at all. Because, I mean, I was watching, but I was not commenting on it because a lot of people were on it, and those people that were on it, they were actually going diabolical with each other. Like anytime I come across any of their videos like this, they are going diabolical with whoever is involved. And I'm like, as a young picking that as I am, I don't want anybody to carry my matter and become diabolic in it. However, a lot of things have actually been, has come to the open. Allegedly, there's a lot of allegedly everywhere. So a few days ago, VeryDarkman started with investigating all of these people, different people, investigated Mohbad's father, investigated Mohbad's sister, investigated a few other people who were known to Mohbad, like a few other people who were involved in that case. He investigated almost all of them. And I was like, okay, you're interviewing these people, but these are the same people who the police has also interviewed as well. What are you trying to come out with? So is he now telling us now that the police they don't know what they're doing, or that the police messed up, or what was he trying to say to us? And that on the side. And I remember that while he was interviewing, I'm of the strong. I think one of the reasons why I came out there to react was the fact that when this case was fresh, when Yabo Ojo, Tonto Dike, and all of the rest, when they were investigating this case, it was the one who raised the banter, or who raised the banner of DNA tests. It was one who raised the banner of DNA test. So maybe if the talk of DNA test has not come in, maybe they will have gotten to the bottom of this case with Mohbad. Obviously, the court of public is not going to add any good thing to this case. Like, if you actually have anything that could help in this case of Mohbad, you will share it with the police, right? You can report it anonymously. And I would have thought that the police will make it, like, they will make a number available, even if it is not for Mohbad's case, like, any case at all. If you have anything that could help us, any information, did you see anything, did you hear anything, you can report anonymously. But so far they have made a caricature of that case because everybody and their grandmother was on that case. People were making money from it. People bounced on that case of Mohbad to monetize their Facebook pages, to monetize their TikTok pages. It was a lot. So why am I here today? VDM has been releasing videos, apparently, allegedly. He said he gained access to a WhatsApp group that was created, and he mentioned quite a few names of people that were there. So when he started the first video, I have not reacted on them because I just want to watch and see what this investigation. Yes, I want justice for Mohbad. Again, people have been like, oh, with everything, they want to nail Mohbad's wife. They want to nail Mohbad's wife. So far, what way? Because they are actually pointing fingers that Mohbad's wife Wunmi allegedly spied Mohbad. So that's the narrative everywhere now. They're like pointing at Wunmi. Okay, what way could Wunmi have actually spied Mohbad? Obviously there's narrative of, oh, there was loss of blood. Mohbad's father said he saw blood. Mohbad's mother's sister said watching the quick blood. Um, so how was my life? Guys, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking, how would you like me and the people people? Was there a fight? Like how? I would really love to know because yes, there was autopsy carried out, and yes, we don't even know what autopsy to follow that because if there was one concrete signed evidently evidence more autopsy, we'll be able to figure out maybe there was a wound apart from the hand wound that Mohbad had. Maybe there was another wound somewhere else, or did they find any blunt wound? Like it's just all messy. Anyway, like I said, very dark man came across WhatsApp. That WhatsApp group because he said he had with them in Agojo was part of that group. Dr. DK, the DFW of the people, some of the people's crew, Sam Clef. Okay, so he mentioned a lot of people. I'm sure most of you must have seen that, and it's still releasing them bit by bit. At some point, it's actually said to the people in that because a few of the people in that, two of them came out to say, oh, that group was meant for bad justice for bad blah 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 blah. That it was not for anything else. And apparently, within that WhatsApp group, they leaked very dark man's videos there. So you guys know in WhatsApp groups, you and I know in WhatsApp groups, you might start it with a certain intent, and then before you know, people start sharing stuff. That could happen. Was it a coincidence that they decided to share a very dark man's videos there? Even all of these bloggers, all of these group, Insta blog, Gistobam, all of their close blogs, they have Telegram page. They have Telegram page, and on that Telegram pages, the things that they are not able to show or the things that they are not able to share on Instagram, they are sharing it. They are sharing like SCX videos. They are sharing allegedly, because I've seen some groups that are sharing SCX videos. Some groups of, gossip pages on Instagram, they have Telegram pages where they are sharing, KDY videos and stuff like that. They all do because those videos are not sharing on Instagram. Instagram don't allow them. So some of these gossip pages, they have all of these Telegram pages, and I guess they share stuff. There was a time, there's a group I was following there, and before I knew it, they started sharing images of young girls that are doing RAP. And I'm like, what? This blogger page? Like, no. So I removed myself to that. So any people get sent into WhatsApp. So from there, we started feeling that, okay, those people that came out to say they were there for the past justice, they actually compelled them to do a full screen recording of everything that is in that WhatsApp group. And that they should not delete anything because if they try to delete anything, that he has already forwarded everything in that WhatsApp group that he gained access to. He has forwarded it to 20 videos, 20 phones all over the world, according to him. So he released a video earlier on where he alleged that he has spent over 20 million naira to get all of the information in that WhatsApp group. So far, all of the things he's been sharing so far, I have still not seen anything that is pointing that we are going to find whoever acquired Mohbad at any time soon. Maybe he already knew, but obviously he's taking his time before he shares that video. But like I said, the two people from the group he mentioned, they already came out saying what? No, I'm not there to arrest you or anything like that. I were there to get justice for Mohbad. He has actually told them that, come, if you said that group was meant for justice for Mohbad, screen record everything in that group, including voice messages, screen record it and post it to the media because yes, those people said everybody in the world knew that WhatsApp group it was in existence. Me, I don't know, and I wouldn't have expected to know because I was not a part of the people that were doing justice for Mohbad. So apparently, a group of people came together to say they want to fight justice for Mohbad. So from the information that VeryDarkman has been releasing, it seems like maybe some people did some things that they're not meant to do. If according to VeryDarkman, he alleged that the people in that group knew or knows exactly what happened to Mohbad that led to his death. That's the narrative that VeryDarkman is portraying now. Is saying that those things in the group, that those people in that group, they knew how Mohbad died. Guys, I don't know how. Maybe obviously he has a record of that WhatsApp now. He's probably read all of the messages for him to have concluded, and for him to be talking the way he normally talks. Maybe there's something in that group chat, I wouldn't know. But what actually made me, or what actually prompted this live stream, I'm going to share my screen right now, and it's starting to get really tiring, guys. It's starting to really, really get tiring. We have a live stream at 7 o'clock where I'm going to be discussing about the Iyabo Ojo side because yes, Iyabo Ojo, VeryDarkman mentioned that Iyabo Ojo is also a part of that group, and he went on to say a few things And Yabojo, replied, because yes, Yabojo shared the news about her being a new grandmother, and yes, Yabojo shared her own response to what Very Dark Man said in regard to that group. So we're going to discuss all about that at 7 o'clock. But I just want to particularly discuss this one because it involves the Nigerian police. You would thought that if there's any case, hello Zeno, how are you? Welcome back again. I'm going to be quick here, so that's why I'm rushing here. I'm just going to share this story straight away and back out again. So why I decided to come out was the fact that I saw another video made by other people. Obviously, all these things that Very Dark Man has been dropping, people are analyzing it, saying that okay, so far the things you've dropped so far, anything can be dropped in the WhatsApp group. It might be a closed group. There's certain people who are part of the group. They can discuss anything. But you saying you paid over 20 million naira to gain access into that WhatsApp group, like, okay, that on its own, yes, in case you saw that video, I dropped a comment that said, oh, that alone is a crime on its own. You act into somebody's Toby, in fact, I don't even know what autopsy to even believe now, because two autopsies, different autopsy came out. One done in America. Now they said it was not done in America. So honestly, it's just a yes, I think I saw the first autopsy, and there was nothing about maybe there was any external wounds on Mohbad or not or anything like that. The one I saw that Kemi Oluloyo posted, I read it, and there nowhere did I find that there was any external wound on Mohbad, apart from where they obviously took out samples. Yes, we knew he punched the glass and he had a wound in his hand. I don't think I read anywhere else where they said there was any other wound anywhere, because when they said that they saw Mohbad's mother washing a duvet soaked with blood, so where did the blood come from? All of those things. So the story plenty. There's so many narratives out there. Anyway, so why I came out here was because I saw another video. Obviously, like, since Very Dark Man has been dropping all of these videos, and him reading everything in that WhatsApp group, other people have been reacting, saying that, oh, what do you mean? Anything can happen in a WhatsApp group, blah 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 blah. That so far what you are sharing has not actually pointed out or say or notify or tell the public that this was the way, or this is the way Mohbad died, or maybe this is how Momi, or because all the people in this group, they said two of them came out to say what they said anyway. Somebody else now shared a video to say that an anonymous person reached out to him. That, do you guys remember that K Solo was arrested? If you guys recall, he was arrested, and when he was arrested, that somebody in the police allegedly, when they arrested K Solo, that they collected K Solo's phone. It was while K Solo was in police custody that somebody in the Nigerian police allegedly came across that WhatsApp group on K Solo's phone, and then allegedly forwarded those information to Very Dark Man. Guys, do you believe that could be a possible narrative? That the police, you will have thought that they were investigating this Mohbad case. So they now arrested somebody. They now went through that person's mobile phone and saw a WhatsApp group of Justice for Mohbad. So apparently that police allegedly went through K Solo's phone and saw the discussion of obviously how they arrested Mohbad, how they arrested Very Dark Man, how he was sent to jail for a month, blah blah blah. And that police allegedly sent that chat, sent that everything in that WhatsApp group, allegedly sent it to Very Dark Man. Guys, do you believe that could possibly be the preacher said that narrative is plausible? Really? Because you would thought that in any country where a crime has been done against anybody, it will be the police that will investigate, Abby. So why would the police now be the one to start jeopardizing? Like, allegedly, I am saying allegedly because don't be talking. I'm going to share that video so we will all listen to it. This guy said an anonymous person reached out to him that it was the Nigerian police who allegedly released the details of that WhatsApp to Very Dark Man. Meanwhile, Very Dark Man said in his own video that he spent over 20 million naira to get all those information in that WhatsApp. So who is lying? Is it Very Dark Man that is lying that he paid 20 million naira? Even though for the fact that he said he paid 20 million naira, that's a crime on its own. You are hacking into somebody's phone. That's invading their privacy. You act into their phone, or whoever's phone you act into, to get everything you were able to get from that chat. And this guy that came out now said that somebody reached out to him anonymously, that he's even willing to go and speak to the police if they want to speak to him, that that person came anonymously to say that it was when K Solo was arrested. Apparently K Solo is a part of that WhatsApp group as well. So when K Solo was arrested, that was when the police went through his phone. They found that chat, and that allegedly Nigerian police were the one who sent those messages to Very Dark Man. Meanwhile, Very Dark Man is claiming that he spent over 20 million naira. I don't want to play any of Very Dark Man's video, but maybe we might play this very one that he said he spent 20 million naira, So maybe we should play Very Dark Man's own first. Let me share my screen with you guys. Please like us to comment. I won't be long here. I'm just going to do all of these things and get out as soon as possible as well. Okay. So let me go to my Instagram page. I think we should listen to Very Dark Man. That video is quite long, but let's listen to him first.
They have refused to post a screen record of the group chat so that Nigerians can judge. Shey they say na justice for Mohbad they fight. You understand? I say post screen record, make Nigerians judge. Since they have refused, let me continue. Now, Aloma DMW, you posted something in this group chat on the 2nd of October 2023. This was just 20 days after Mohbad died. Now you post these things for this group chat. And this thing where you post, it fear me. Especially because of what happened recently. I fear. On the 2nd of October, Aloma DMW posted this. He said, looking like the whole thing will be on the nurse's head. How did you know that everything will end up on the head of the nurse? You know why I am shocked? Because of this.
The coroner's inquest into the controversial death of Afrobeat star Mohbad was wrapped up in Lagos State with a call for the prosecution of the unlicensed nurse Feisayo Ogedegbe, who treated him before he died.
So this was what the coroner inquest court ruled in 2025, 2 years after Mohbad died. But Aloma DMW knew this in 2023, just 20 days after Mohbad died. Say this thing will end up for the end of the nurse. Now guess what? As shocking as this is, Jigon, you were saying he fight for justice. Immediately Aloma posted this. If you were a neutral person, you would have said, why did you say it will end up in the head of the nurse? What did you know? Immediately, Jigon said, all the videos of them harassing him, they won't be going to jail for that. Oh yeah, make them the waka for street, make them the waka freely for streets again now. You know what this look like to me? In my own opinion, it looks like these people had a discussion and there was a plan A and a plan B. If the Naira will not take the fall, the nurse should take the fall. You see something now? Is it possible that this nurse is even innocent?
Did you guys hear that?
Because what this seems, it's looking like, wait a minute. These people are actually covering up something and trying to push the public towards something else entirely. Because how did Aloma DMW know in 2023, just 20 days after Mohbad died, say everything will land up for the head of the nurse? And we all are just discovering that in July, on the 11th of July in 2025, 2 years after. But this one don't even bust my head. This one is shocking, but not really shocking again. I'm surprised. Now, Jigona also responded. A 3 DMW now said to voice note. Jigona said, man, nothing concerns us with the nurse. You understand? If the nurse have plan with them, make them release her pictures. Blackmail.
I really wish I could fast forward from Instagram, but you can't fast forward from Instagram.
It is only what we want that will come out. Something else that these people know. But let's continue. Now, Aloma DMW now responded to the voice note of Dre DMW, that Davido PA. He now said, okay, let's wait till Friday. I am telling you this. I know be anti-Kemi or very dark man guy, but know this, I won't talk if I never hear something. Aloma, what did you hear and what did you know? And how did you know this thing will end up in the head of the nurse? 20 days after Mohbad died, you knew it. And we are just discovering this in 2025, 2 years after Mohbad died.
You guys, are you following what he's saying?
Anyways, now this is what is crazy about everything. On that same 2nd of October, Tonto Dike now shared a post. Now this is the post by Sarah Reporter. Movement for justice for Mohbad. Demand immediate extradition of Naira Marley from UK over Mohbad's death. You know what this means? It means that these people already knew, say if it end up for the head of the nurse, even before Naira Marley came to Nigeria to submit himself for investigation. Even before Naira Marley enter country, before Naira Marley go police station, before they arrest Naira Marley, detain her for 4 months for investigation, these people already knew that if he end up for the head of the nurse, so there was a plan A and plan B for the people that will take the fall. So it's possible that this nurse, where these people even carry,
I hope you guys are following what he's saying here. He's trying to say that maybe in a way the nurse did not even do anything to Mohbad. That is actually the way I understand this narrative is coming across as if those people in that group already knew what ended Mohbad, but they are covering it. Hence why they are not pushing the narrative of the nurse and pushing the narrative of Naira Marley. I hope you guys are following. That's what I understood this narrative is saying. That's how I understand it to be. But let's keep watching. I'm going to try and not put any opinion here, but obviously, I just need to keep interjecting because when you use other people's videos, you need to try and put some narrative into it.
Nurse might be very, very innocent.
Welcome, Vivian.
Now, you see something? Before Naira Marley even come Nigeria, they don't already know. See, this thing will end for the head of the nurse. Jigona said, good news. Now, this good news now about the way the screenshot post. They knew. But let's continue. It didn't stop there.
Because the post is nude.
Dre now said, you just see him. Tonto now say, yes, so my network has been very bad. Dre now started playing a song called The Dance.
Obviously, that's part of the stuff in the WhatsApp group chat.
Agenda, they fly. Anyways, let's continue. Now, on the third, Tonto Dike now
exactly, yes.
Tonto Dike now said, as for Naira,
yes, Zido, even the last hearing that they had, they've ruled it as manslaughter. I mean, as negligence, the negligence from the nurse. But VeryDarkman is saying that as it is allegedly, the nurse might be innocent. That this group, that the messages in this group is pointing out at some sort of narrative that something else pied Mohbad. But they are pushing a narrative that, oh, the nurse will take the fall, which means that whatever it is that pied Mohbad has not originally been shared. I hope you guys are understanding. So it's coming across as, oh, they know what actually pied Mohbad, and it is not the nurse injection. But they're already planning in that group to push the nurse narrative that, okay, the nurse injected Mohbad, so the nurse will take the fall. And if you listen to the recent court hearing there, they've now ruled it out that it was negligence by the nurse. So to VeryDarkman now is claiming that the nurse might even be innocent, which means that the group knew exactly what pied Mohbad. I hope you guys are following. Yes, there's another live stream at 7 o'clock. I'm just going to do this really quick. I won't be long here at all. But I just want us to, I don't know if I'm able to fast forward on Instagram. I want us to listen to where he said where he used his own mouth to say that he hacked somebody's phone.
Mali. It is obvious someone is protecting him, and we need to start attacking their sponsors without calling names. Anybody will just want to talk in their favor, blackmail streets. You see the pattern? Attacking people without calling their names. Once anybody just want to talk against waiting them one push, it's a problem. She didn't stop there. Said we need to weaken their link by association, by disgracing them. I like how the royal family came out to disown Sam Larry. Agenda, they cry. Narrative, they cry. They now said, reason is because Naira was the only artist that supported police during NSAS. Agenda. Toto now responded, I will start asking some questions along the line. Who is protecting Naira Marley? Now, this particular question was so that anybody who just want to talk, say, no, now, Nigerians, let's blackmail. Are you protecting him? That time, everybody. I said, these people harassed everybody to the point where they start to say, oh, you did follow Naira Marley or follow, you did do this channel. Let's continue. Then Toto now responded to what Dre DMW said when he said reason is because Naira was the only artist that supported police during NSAS. So she now responded to that. She now said, aside that, in hand they inside with most of our top politicians they play. With our top politicians they play, where Naira Marley they part of Tonto Dike. It would be nice if you can tell the public what you're talking about here. She now said, for someone who publicly has a Zanka in Lekki opposite his own house and was still made NDLEA ambassador. Agenda, vendetta, narratives. But now, the major question is this. Ignore these ones. Dre DMW, Aloma DMW, how did you know that the nurse will take the fall? Secondly, why didn't anybody ask him that how far? Why did you say it is the nurse that will take the fall? It is because they knew, all of them, they knew. In my opinion,
Right, guys. I think let's go watch it from his hold on, I think we
two
almost
people, they had an option A and option B for who will take the fall against whatever thing that they know. Some people in this group know something.
Can you guys hear?
That is why somebody like Gordon, they talk about in properties. They're already discussing properties in the group. This same group, they'd already done talk about donation. And the donation.
I'm going to share that video. It was because of that video that made me come live. How VDM got the message. But I want us to listen here where he said he spent almost 20 million naira to get that message.
Went straight to Dre DMW account. So Aloma.
So be as it is, oh yes.
How you take no? They see narrative, and this was the same way. See the way they said it. That they will start attacking people without calling the people's names. Of course, I'd be one of the targets now. That time, who know me, share for day where they, I go say I defy justice. The blackmail. They call me misogynist. They say I was paid. In no work, they release my noodles. I repost them. In no work, they send me go jail for 1 month. Now let me shock all of you. All of now for this group, let me bust your head today.
I think this is good.
Immediately I come out. All this while when I calm down, now they work on low-key every day. You see this group chat in my hand. I know so now they confused. Now don't they ask on ourselves who snitch.
Yeah.
I paid more than 20 million naira.
Did you guys hear him? He paid more than 20 million naira.
Oh, I tell you. He works steady to make sure say this thing in my hand. I seek it.
So you guys heard him there that he paid over 20 million naira. That those period after it was released, after 1 month it was released, it was quiet. That him being quiet, it was actually working codedly on this Mohbad case. That he spent almost 20 million naira. So he's got hackers. But then obviously that's what he said though. So let's finish listening to him and then I'll play the video of what somebody else had to say in regards to him saying that he paid 20 million naira.
Solo, they go different chats.
Guys, please like this live stream.
They run like headless chicken. Confused. For the very first time, you have a look at comment section.
Apparently, I saw a post where I think Sam Clef was offering someone 50,000 naira that if anybody could tell him who leaked the chats, who is a snitch, that it was going to pay that person 50,000 naira. And also, after we are going to address Iyabo Ojo later at 7 o'clock. Obviously, after Iyabo Ojo dropped her own comment, she locked her comment section. Hence why is referring to the fact that, oh, Iyabo Ojo post for the first time, she locked the comment. But you've always locked the comment. So if somebody else decides to lock their comments, it's their page. They can do as they choose to do. They can choose to do whatever they want with it.
They write with ChatGPT, like the big grammar. You don't make video. You can go on live and make videos.
He said Iyabo Ojo write with
ChatGPT. Make videos, go on live. As people always do. All of you are confused. You don't know how we started. You don't know how to act because you never imagined that this thing will come to me. When I say when I send me go sell, I'll keep quiet for the boy justice.
But Faith, you heard there where he said he has spent over 20 million naira to get that information. So did he pay whoever gave him this information 20 million naira? Or did he actually pay a hacker who hacked? So which is it? But like I said, I'm gonna get the answer because that was why I came here. I'm going to share. So we finished watching him. So I'm not going to share any more of him now. So let's go watch something else. The video of the guy I wanted to share here, who said that somebody else reached out to him anonymously. So I'm just waiting for this to load. So this is the guy whose video I saw that prompted this impromptu live stream. I'm going to allow us to listen to it and I'm not going to say anything. So this guy is called Romeo Comedian. He says VDM needs to be interrogated. I'm calling on the Police Lagos and the Nigerian Police Force to look into this critically, please. And obviously he tagged all of those who he tagged. So let's listen to him. He's going to explain to us what VeryDarkman said in the last other video, okay?
It's like me. I don't always think say, maybe VeryDarkman get hacker, somebody where they hack information, because this evidence of VeryDarkman talks saying get. And the thing say maybe somebody hack him, or maybe he get hacker where hack 2 people phone. But guy, listen, somebody send me one message, and that message now one time view. You send me some other pictures, one time view. You know what make I check out like 3 to 4 times, but I did actually just understand what this person sent to me on top of this Mohbad case. Before I proceed, please, I involve Benjamin Hunde in the Piparo Lagos State, and of course, me one day be Nigerian Police Piparo. I involve you for this particular case because you said it that anybody will get any evidence.
So Vivian, VeryDarkman did not mention who he paid. He only said, I spent over 20 million naira to get this information because my guy was working really, really hard. He didn't mention the name of who he paid. However, this guy has something to say about how VeryDarkman allegedly got the information of that WhatsApp group. So let us listen.
We go help this case, make them prevent the evidence, to help police do their work. I shall allow police to do their job. He said it on Twitter. Now, this evidence that VeryDarkman talk saying get. This person will message me, an anonymous person. Now he sent me that message. What did that message be say? He said police arrest Obake Solo recently, few days ago.
That's true.
Now when then they search Obake Solo phone, now they see that update.
Because it's a
where that group where in the way Yabojo then did the group, then place where they the group, where they try to see what them feed do to help this guy. Now, let me now take you guys back to one particular video where Yabojo do one particular time. Yabojo say, when this thing happened, say she and some people, some well-wishers, come together, they look, say, how do we get justice for this guy? Now, they are not getting justice for this guy because they know who I am. No, they're not saying they know who I am, but they know who bully him. We still don't know who I am, but we know and we see who bully him. Listen, so now that process, then them day, where VeryDarkman, they make that thing very difficult for them. Why? The whole world, the whole Nigeria see the people who bully him. So this informant now, I don't know him. I don't know him. So Nigerian police can investigate further. That's why I'm involving the Nigerian police. Say that about K Solo phone, where they seize, where they search, now they see that thing. Say now somebody from the Nigerian police leave that thing, give very VDM.
Nobody from the Nigerian police.
So please, Inspector General Police and sir, is it that somebody now that the Nigerian police where they leak something give VeryDarkman? Sir, please help investigate this. Like I said, I dare you in case police want to invite me for say they want to talk.
Bridget, you can watch again later. Okay, so somebody said William said nobody reached out to him. If nobody reached out to him, why would this guy be saying that if the police invites him to come speak about it, that he's willing to? Obviously, I'm not rubbishing anybody's opinion, but you said that nobody reached out to him. You heard him saying that he tagged the Nigerian police. So if he wants to hide, he wouldn't have tagged the Nigerian police. He wouldn't say to them that if they want to speak to him, if they want to invite him, that they should invite him. Guys, please like this live stream for me, please.
If the police ask me any question, I will answer. But sir,
hello Samuel, welcome.
This is a first-hand information. Any information, any evidence where anybody gets concerning the buy of Mohbad, suppose go straight to the police to assist the police to do their job effectively.
Exactly, I agree.
So this person sent me message. He thought say somebody from the Nigerian police where they collect Obake Solo phone because they arrest him. Now I carry that message. Leave give VeryDarkman, sir.
So I will imagine whoever arrested K Solo, whoever interviewed him, the police that arrested him, the police that transported him, the police that investigated him, the police that were involved in that investigation that concerns K Solo, they probably should be the ones to question now.
That is a dangerous allegation, sir.
It is.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's a dangerous allegation. And I want you, with due respect, sir, to please look into this thing. If possible, invite VeryDarkman for questioning. How you take get the evidence? Provide the evidence where you say you get, because police say they are looking for evidence and you say you have evidence. So VeryDarkman, provide the evidence where you get. And how did you get the evidence?
Exactly.
Because one rumor don't day one time say VeryDarkman they sleep with one police officer. We don't know whether that's true.
Yes, we heard that.
One rumor come out online. I saw it online.
I saw it as well.
So this means that if this is true, which means some information was supposed to be for police hand, then they leak and give VDM. That means we are not safe. Sir, I consider this VeryDarkman a dangerous person that needs to be scrutinized properly. Some information when they come out from VeryDarkman mouth, if they are true, suppose they come out from the Nigerian police first, private Twitter page, or you the PPRO, sir. Not VeryDarkman. VeryDarkman is a civilian. and a disturbing one at that fact, a stubborn one. Because VeryDarkman, they disturb this case, if they distract people from this case, if they shift people attention come for the major thing where happen. Go. Nigerian police, please help us look into this. If this is true, that somebody from the Nigerian police shared this information to VeryDarkman, that means we are in deep soup. Sir, please look into this very well, sir. I beg you to look into this very well. Now, event I want to do now, so look, I quickly come make this video when I get the information. As more video I get, I will share with Nigerians. So please, sir, look into this. If possible, invite VeryDarkman for questions. Let him produce that evidence when he talks saying get, and how did he get it? And check Obake on the phone for real. If that evidence really get in phone, if not from there they leak man, then that means there is a switch in the Nigerian police. With due respect, sir, please check this out, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you guys heard from that guy. Like I said, that was a video that I saw that actually prompted me coming out. Like I said, all of the videos, from the beginning, since when VeryDarkman has been releasing those evidence he said he has from that WhatsApp, I just don't want to, come out and do any showing because it's tiring. To be honest, it's tiring. Just like Basilius said that, oh, the coroner inquest don't end, so make we hear. Also, they said the group is free, so how is it anyone's business? So it's like me wanting to. If it's like me opening a WhatsApp group now, I can choose whoever I want to put in that group, and whatever I do in that group is nobody's business. So for you to say you have people to go and that allegedly act, like, what is your purpose? I'm just asking. I don't know it all. I don't know the answer. Like I said, I can invite anybody to any group I might open, and if you're not a part of it, it's because maybe I don't want you inside it. So now, VeryDarkman was not a part of that WhatsApp group, but one way or the other, how did he even know? So this is me thinking out loud. How did VeryDarkman know there was a WhatsApp group that he was actually trying to hack into if somebody did not say to him, or if somebody... So in a way, I really want to believe this guy's story. This guy that said somebody reached out to him, because it is something. If you're not aware of something, how then do you want to investigate? So you are probably aware, or maybe just like that guy said that information was leaked to him. And then he's coming out like, I almost spent 20 million. Like, guys, I don't know. This is me just thinking out loud. So, guys, like I said, I don't intend to be here for a very long time. I just want to put this out there that the police, we are to trust the police, right? So, I am hoping that it is not true that the police has a hand, allegedly, in sending this information from Kesolo's phone to VeryDarkman. Because if that is the case, then Nigerians, you are now your own security. You are now your own security. So treasures, let me read this person's comment said before I say anything. You people don't care about who took the internet, like who was the breadwinner of his family, but who had the account or linked information. May God forgive you. People are afraid already. The people who did me, I'm not afraid of anything. I have not done anything evil. So whoever is involved, if they are not going to come out to say the truth, it's between them and God. Because like I said, there's nothing you do under this head that God is not aware. And also, like the question I have that I asked in the comment section, that when the autopsy report was released, no mention of any other external body wound, no mention of any wound anywhere else on Mohbad's body. So when VeryDarkman interviewed Mohbad's mother's sister, his aunt, when VeryDarkman interviewed her, she said she saw Mohbad's mom washing tons of blood, like a duvet that has been soaked in loads of blood. You guys can go and watch that interview on VeryDarkman's page. She said she saw Mohbad's mom washing duvet filled with blood. So where did that blood come from? If there's no any other outer bodily wound on Mohbad, where did the blood come from? All that amount of blood, because the way she said there was a lot of blood. Baba Mohbad also said that he saw blood. So where is the blood from? Was he vomiting blood? Because if there's no other wound apart from the wound in his hand, and the wound in his hand, look at the hour that he sustained that wound. That amount of blood, there was no way that amount of blood could have come out of Mohbad's hand hours after. So the blood that they said they saw Mama Mohbad washing from a duvet, where was the blood from? Who did it come from? These are questions that I don't think anybody else has asked. Because obviously, if Mohbad was stabbed, there will be a stab wound, either with a bottle or there will be a stab wound. If maybe he fell low and he cracked open his head, autopsy would have reported it. Abby, guys, I'm just obviously all of these questions are just coming. I won't be taking any calls, guys. I just want to come share this story that the Nigerian police are again allegedly falling in our hands, because I don't want to believe that it is the police that allegedly released this information to VeryDarkman. Meanwhile, VeryDarkman is saying that he paid 20 million naira in order to be able to get that information. And by the way, I don't think I agree with VeryDarkman's narrative, because how did he know there was a WhatsApp group in the first place that he now wants to hack into it? I hope you guys are following. There's a lot of questions that Bastor said, Madam, we saw blood on coffee. People asked where the neck was broken. See, even if you break somebody's neck, the blood is not going to come out because it's actually going to bleed. It's going to be an inward bleeding. Skin is not skin. See, even if you broke your neck now, you're not going to bleed outside. You're going to be bleeding inside. I be your body na glass that if you break person neck, you go start to bleed from the neck. No. It's just like if you fracture your arm. If you fracture your arm, your skin is not going to suddenly start bleeding. The bleeding is going to be inside, except maybe there's an open or outward cut on your skin, or maybe it was a blunt fracture, maybe a fracture from an accident whereby the bone shattered the skin, and then that's when the bleeding will come out. But in a place where you fracture, like in Mohbad's case where they broke his neck, there's no way the bleeding would have come out of his skin if they broke his neck, except there's a wound somewhere around his neck. So, I mean, I am not a doctor. I am not a CSI investigation, but if there's no already open wound anywhere, there's no way you will fracture a bone inside of your body and that the bleeding will come out. No. The bleeding will be inside, whereby you end up having maybe pneumothorax or something. Abi? Exactly. The most will be swelling and bruising. You will see it will be swollen because at the end of the day, the bleeding is inside the body, inside underneath the skin. It's not coming out. So there's going to be bruising. It's going to be, like I said, guys, I'm going to run. These are just the questions I have. Let me quickly read your comment. And I know some of you will still come here and insult somebody. Even when you should keep quiet if you don't have nothing to say, you still come and insult. But if you insult me, I will give it back to you, okay? But like I said, it was because of that guy's narrative that made me come out and do this live stream. I'm not saying VeryDarkman is lying, but then his account of how he got that WhatsApp is questionable. So also this guy, if he was actually lying, if somebody did not reach out to him, he would not have tagged the Nigerian police. He would not make himself available, saying that if the police wants to question, if they want to interview him, that they should invite him, he would come. So let us be using common sense in everything we do. I'm not saying the guy is lying, and I'm not saying he's not lying. I'm not saying VeryDarkman is lying, and I'm not saying he's saying the truth. But I have a but in regards to how VeryDarkman claimed he got that WhatsApp, because at the end of the day, how did he know there was a WhatsApp group and then he started planning on how to hack it? How did he know? Let me read your comment. Bachelor said, how can criminals roam our street? Let him expose them. Nobody's holding him from exposing anybody. As long as everything he has evidence and proof to back up any claim he makes. For that one, but you can't, if you don't have any proof or any backup, don't come out here and be throwing stuff at people if you don't have something to nail them with. If you have something to nail them with, let him carry on. Okay, that's my own. Faith said, this guy is a blatant liar. Why anonymous? And Faith, in the diaspora, police get information from anonymous people. And in most cases, it's anonymous information that often helps them fight their case. So what do you mean that by anonymous? So it's now a crime. So nobody can report anything anonymously here now. So nobody can report anything anonymously. Why are you talking like this now? In fact, that is what the police should be encouraged. That if there's any of you that knows anything, that has details about this case, we will protect your identity. If you have any information that can help us, this is a line for you to call, or this is a phone number to forward any information you may have. Stuff like that. They should even be encouraging that. Because not be everything police go feel investigate for Nigerian police. I beg you. William said, if police are looking for evidence, then why will they release it? Exactly, that's my question as well, boy. This guy, allegedly. You guys heard VeryDarkman said he paid 20 million. So, did he actually pay 20 million to an hacker or to an alleged Nigerian police? Allegedly. I'm just asking. That's that. Lovers of Christ said, to me, I don't see anything secretive about the chat because they're actually talking about the bullying, which we also saw on social media. Well, that's only a little bit of the chat that is released to. He said there's loads more. I don't know. So he's releasing it one after the like each day he's releasing it bit by bit. So he will release a certain part, he will question whoever is in that section, and then he comes in the following day, he releases a little bit, he questions again. So maybe he's seen something. And at the end of the day, I would have imagined that if he actually comes to a conclusion of who killed Mohbad or what actually killed Mohbad, I would imagine that he will come up with all of that rather than turning it into a series, like making it a content. Because if he's already seen everything in that chat, and I'm sure he's already drawn a conclusion that okay, now waiting by Mohbad be this, but they won't make the nurse, they won't make the thing fall on top of the nurse. And I would imagine we'll come out with that straight away, right? But why elongate, like why turn it into a series? I'm sure you guys will agree with me. If he's convinced that from the chat that he's saying, he has come to a conclusion that oh, now so person by Mohbad, and now so they just want the nurse to take the blame. You will come out with that, so that at least we know. But it's elongating, prolonged. So according to him, said the chat plenty, and he has already forwarded this to over 20 phones all over the world. So, Basilius, the group is not open. The group is open to those who know about it. So you can't know about a group if you are not invited to it. Abby, the same people who said the group was open to the public. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think I've ever seen the talk of the group, but I knew that yes, Yabojo and Tonto Dike, they were on for back, justice for Mohbad when they were trying to ensure that Mohbad get a befitting burial. It was even Yabojo that actually started the talk of they should carry out an autopsy. That how can they bury somebody and you not find out what actually killed that person? So it was Yabojo that pushed the motive. So if Yabojo now has a different like another interest, would she have pushed for Mohbad to be exhumed so that they can carry out an autopsy? Like if she really knew who killed Mohbad, maybe along the line some things were open to her, maybe, but she was the one who pushed for Mohbad's body to be exhumed so that they can find out what killed him. Because even the police, I mean, we all knew what happened. So the preacher said, I believe the guy that just spoke. If VDM said there's a mole in the EFCC, then I believe there's one in Nigerian Police. Chinyere Tina, we are not holding your VDM rat president by bloco. So because if you want to hold him now, in bloco's gone, we go grab. So nobody's holding him. So go and drink your cup and drop it. Go and drink your water and drop your cup. Exactly, preacher. Help me ask her. If we really want to hold him, we will hold him by his balls. Exactly, Abby. For that, if they are the way they are talking about the blood, it can't just be a cut. So the blood must have come from somewhere. Where? Me, I'm just asking. I don't know anything. I'm not claiming to know everything, but at times when you do a deep thinking. Basilius said, one last thing is that VDM has always talked about a certain narrative. For me, it's always consistent. No, it's not consistent. It started with the DNA. If he knew all this much, why was he pushing for DNA? If he knew all this more that something else killed Mohbad, why was he pushing for DNA? You should have come out and say, no, the nurse had nothing to do with this. This is what this is at. But he started with pushing for DNA. The swelling, yes, I've seen that. Sanat said, 20 million fire. If they ask him to provide proof of payment now, it will be something else. He's already said it also. If they ask him to provide proof, he will have to provide proof. Leg side, I think there's a cotton wool in your ears. I would advise you to remove that cotton wool. Rewind this video and go back and listen, because so that be fear cotton wool where they don't dip for palm oil, it inside your ear. I will advise you to take it out, okay? So for those of you who are saying that they should tell you what happened that night, if you don't agree with what narrative those people have said about that night, so why are you accepting what VeryDarkman is saying? Because at the end of the day, VeryDarkman know they did. So if the people who were there are telling you that this is the story, but you chose not to believe those people, but you all are believing what VeryDarkman had to say. So what are we talking about here? Person where they there when the matter started, they gave their own narrative of the story. You now not agree, but VeryDarkman when no they there, you all agree with all he said. No be juju be that. I don't know. Somebody said maybe the blood was drained from his body for ritual use. I don't know. Nat said a person that talks too much lies, and that is the case of VDM. The picture said VDM should show proof of the 20 million naira payment. They can trace who he paid it to. What if he used crypto or whatever they use? Olatuji, whatever your problem is, may God solve it for you, okay? Leko Babatunde, whatever your problem is, may God solve it for you. And Dream Queen, VDM cannot be bought by their useless money. Well, exactly, police get information from criminals, absolutely, but I don't, like I said, I don't want to believe that the police will actually, if I don't want to believe that the police will actually allegedly release information when they are the ones to be investigating a certain case that it's in their hand. They know of this Mohbad case, so why would, like, Quiz Nigeria said definitely he got the chat from the WhatsApp group member. So Kesolo is a part of that group. And the guy that we watched last said Kesolo was arrested. And yes, the police allegedly took his phone. So, by the way, again, what is it with the Nigerian police when they arrest you, they are searching your phone? The crime you commit, is it on your phone? Because me, I'm not understanding. Now, wow. Corruption is fighting back. William said, if you're familiar with private investigation, you agree with me that VDM have done this information before he started interviewing this people. Well, possibly. Lovers of exactly, why would you pay? Faith said, he said anonymous. Now, if he's invited, what will he tell the police? How will he contact? I mean, obviously, the police will go through his phone. That was why when the guy was like, when the person who reached out to him sent him information, that the information was sent to him as a view once, which means that once he opens that message, he can only view it once. That was why I was like, I hope he takes a screenshot. So if the message was sent from an anonymous, I would imagine there would be a way to track the number. Or obviously, maybe the guy blocked his number when he was sending the message to this guy. I don't know, but they will know, in terms of forensics, they will know how to. Dream Queen said, absolutely, the WhatsApp group is not a hiding group. It's public. It's only their discussion that is secretive. Absolutely, yeah. James Doss said, even the guy could be chasing clouds. You'll be chasing clouds and you'll be involving Nigerian police. You don't want to have business with Nigerian police. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. You are chasing clouds with Nigerian police and Nigerian police will invite you. When you put such a heavy narrative out there about them, I don't want to believe this is chasing clouds, but either way. Fagboy said, my concern is why VDM always seems to outpace the Nigerian police. Exactly. That means the police don't sabi their work. Isn't some of his approach a violation of... Exactly, that's one of the things that I'm saying as well. That said, I still really like VDM. Well, you allowed that, okay? I'm not going to fault you. Abby said, if you talk down on anyone for sharing their opinion on this matter, I will do you a favor. Thank you, Abby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, if he really wants to get to the bottom of this case, there's no point releasing information bit by bit. So obviously the people that came out to say, oh, this group was made up because we want justice for Mohbad, he is now saying that those people should go and screen record everything. But he has the full details of that group chat. Why is he wanting those people to now do a screen record of everything in that group? Why? He's saying that they should screen record everything in that group and post it on social media. That's being manipulative. You said you already have the information. Post it out there if you want the public to see it. James Doss said, remember that guy came out that the information about Rednaske, he was arrested. Yes, I remember. He said it was AI. May God help him. But Connect Baba, you've only seen a little bit. You've not seen everything in the group chat. He's not shared everything now, so we don't know. Maybe he actually had something. But then, obviously, if he has something, should he have that information or hand it over to the police? Obviously, people are like, which police? So in this case, I really don't know. Like I said, I will always say, just don't die. Just don't die before your time. Because we would think that the police will have investigated this case. Yes, on a normal day, if any information regarding a crime gets to somebody's hand, the next thing you would think to do is to hand it over to the police. Even now, say we can't trust the Nigerian police anymore. Allegedly. Dream Queen said VDM is working more than the lawless useless police criminals in that Nigeria Republic of Korea. Basila said, let's think about this. VDM always publishes things slowly. it takes it slow to investigate. So technically, expecting him to post all at once is quite not his style. Please go and watch the. I can't stand Dr. Kemi. See the way you always give herself a fizzy. I'm a journalist. Like Auntie Kemi, go straight to the point. Which one is you are a journalist for? I'm not interested in you being a journalist in the USA. Go straight to the point. That is the only thing that annoys me with that video. So I do watch that once in a while, but I just can't stand that. The way she gives herself all those eulogy. Fagby said, my concern is why VDM always seems to outpace Nigeria. Okay, I've already read that. Lex said the same Yabojo that said Naira Marley by Mohbad. I don't know where he said. I don't know where you hear that from. But no. Kemi clarified that it was not Iyabo Ojo that pushed for that exhume. She only took the glory. All right, okay. William said, if you are familiar with private investigation, you agreed with me that VDM has information before it started. Okay, I think I've already read this. It's not consistent at all, Doctor. Right, there's a lot of comments in here. I don't think I'll be able to read all, but guys, I just said I'll come here. Exactly, my own. Like I said, if you want this justice thing to be out there, why post small? Just post it once and for all, so it's out there rather than creating this and that. No more. I don't know. Fagby said, if the police are truly doing their job regarding Mohbad's case, VDM has already given them list. They should engage him and request everybody. Exactly. That's what you would think they would do, but Oladile said it's not being manipulated, especially Jigon was trying to admit his guilt and the rest. Okay. Hello Monica David, welcome. Right guys, there's a lot of comments here. Inadikwe, you be Nigerian now, so you suppose understand. Why are you asking me jam question? Anyway, guys, like I said, I just want to quickly come share this. I don't intend to be here for long. I have another show at 7 o'clock. So I've put the information out there. You guys, hello, Uncle Patrick. I'm just leaving. See VDM twin brother and Portable fighter. Portable said he is not collecting million, that they should pay him billion for him to enter ring with a VeryDarkman. Oh God, no. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I just want to obviously share that video that VeryDarkman alleged that he paid over 20 million to get that information, and also the video of that guy who said that he tagged the Nigerian police, said that I can't even speak English now, that somebody reached out to him that if the police want to investigate, if they want to interview him, they should. So all I'm just gonna say is stay alive. Okay, stay alive. This case of Mohbad is a sad one. But I don't like the fact that people are actually cashing out using a story. If you know how many people that's done this case of, if you know how many people has done this case of Joseph Mohbad, you will be surprised at how many people have actually, monetized their Facebook channel, TikTok, everywhere. By the end of the day, this guy is gone, and everybody's just, I would love to actually know what actually killed Mohbad. Okay. The autopsy said it was inconclusive to all we've seen, and now there's a narrative that his wife allegedly killed him. But at the end of the day, why would his family know that his wife killed him and they will be protecting the wife? Nigerian people don't bad, Yoruba and Nigerian people don't bad like that though. Like no parents or no mother will hear or know that the wife to her son killed her son, and they like the yawo na ogbanje or what? Well, we are all allowed to think differently, okay? We are all allowed our different thoughts. So I'm not going to say somebody is lying or somebody is not lying. No, I'm not going to rubbish anybody's thoughts. So this is just my own thoughts. And guys, I'm going to go now. Thanks so much to those of you who are here. We have another show at 7 o'clock Nigerian time. So in about 25 minutes. So let me end this live stream here, and I'll see you guys in about exactly. Love and subscribe, because I keep thinking about it. Like, how would Mama Mohbad know that it was Wunmi that killed Mohbad and she'll be protecting Wunmi? How would Adura know that the wife to his brother, unalive his brother, the breadwinner, and they'll be shielding Wunmi? And obviously there's a narrative that could there have been an accident, and obviously because they saw how the accident allegedly happened, they thought no to anybody about this. But then I would imagine they should speak. Uncle Patrick, welcome, sir. And I'm about to say bye-bye because I'm leaving soon. I've been here for an hour. So or maybe allegedly an accident happened that they were aware of, that they saw, and they decided that, you know what, okay, this was an accident, it couldn't have been prevented. This is me thinking out loud though. This is not the narrative, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, guys, with that being said, let me go. If you're available again, please join us at 7 o'clock GMT, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, and then let's talk about all the stuff. So we're still going to touch on a little bit of VeryDarkman. We're going to touch up on Mohbad's case in the live stream at 7 o'clock. We're going to touch on Iyabo Ojo. We're going to touch up on the narrative of Auntie Kemi Olulonyo, Auntie Kem, on the news that Iyabo Ojo's daughter, you know, she being pregnant and obviously about to have her first child. We are going to touch up on all of that in that live stream in about 25 minutes. So if you're available, please join us if you're available, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in about 25 minutes. All right, see you guys later. Uncle Patrick, I'm sorry, sir, I need to go, but you're welcome anyways. Well, you guys are allowed your thoughts. It's possible there's a lot of narratives to this story, but it's just sad that the way the case has been handled, it's just crazy, really crazy. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys. Please join us at 7 o'clock. We'll probably be touching up on a little of the things we've discussed here at 7 o'clock. So if you're available, join us. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, do not hesitate to do so. Like, subscribe, you know, share, turn on your post notification, join my membership, and I'll see you in 22 minutes time. All right, bye, guys.